You will become star now.
Thanks to you, sir.
Okay, very first, congratulations for your selection, Guwahati campus, Master of Arts, Labor Study and Social Production.
Thank you so much, sir.
So happy?
Yes, sir.
I can't see you happy. Are you?
Yes, sir, I'm really happy. And thanks to all the mentors who guided me so well.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would not have made it over here.
Thank you. So we have guided you, you have put your hard work, and finally, together we have worked for our selection.
Yes, sir.
Hi guys, welcome to TISS podcast. This podcast will help you for all the students, those who are targeting for Guwahati campus. And course-wise, if I talk about labor studies and social protection, because today we have Anvesha Patnaik from Odisha, and she cracked TISSNET examination phase 1 and phase 2 TISSNET exam and OA online assessment, and finally she got selected for Guwahati campus. Very first, congratulations, Anvesha, to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So, Anvesha, before we start, want to understand your academic background and how this idea came into the picture. I mean, how you have, and when you started your TISS, you joined us for relay batch. Yeah. Okay. Not it. Yes.
So I'm a final year student pursuing BA Sociology honors. This came into the picture when I was in my second year, when I was searching for options, what I would do after my graduation gets over. So I learned about this and its various courses, and it has a variety of courses which really fascinated me. So I really thought that this is one of the institute where I'll get enough scope in my subject. And so I decided to study about this, and then I learned about the entrance exam, and further I prepared for that accordingly.
Okay, great. So let's talk about phase wise. First, let's talk about the TISSNET preparation. Quant, logic, and DI combined together, 30 questions for 30 marks, English 30 questions for 30 marks, and GK 40 questions. So which section was your scoring section and which section was your not scoring section, and how you have managed?
So initially, when I started giving my mocks, I knew that English was the section where I was most confident in, but the other section I was not pretty sure. Since GK, there is no syllabus. One wouldn't know where the question would come from. And quants, I had a little difficulty. I remember in the first class, you asked me, what is your problem? I said, my concept clarity. I didn't have that much about it in quant section, but eventually when the lecture started, I started gaining a little bit clarity in whatever subjects and quants topic, and eventually it was like fine. I got like confidence in each of the chapters and the certain topics.
Okay, great. So what was your daily routine in terms of the preparation? Like, have you divided your slot like morning, afternoon, evening, late evening?
So since I was pursuing my graduation, so it was semester exam was also there at that time, so it was difficult for me to give time to each and every section. Particularly, I gave 4 hours for my preparation. There
Daily
was
basis.
on daily basis. Morning, I used to do the GK. I used to look at certain YouTube videos where I could get enough information in the morning itself within few minutes. Then I used to go for English for 1 hour, quants for 2 hours, and that's it. That is how much I could do, because after that I didn't get any time since I had my college studies to do as well. But these much time I was giving it every day. I was consistent every single day. I was not missing it. Even I remember during my semester exams, I could not give even 4 hours. But I stick to the GK part. I used to do that every day. The others, I was not following it every day sincerely, I admit, but GK was the thing I used to do it every day. So that really helped.
Okay. So toughest section was quant only, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ideally, being an aspirant, what problem you were facing and how you have one by one deal with it?
So Initially, first of all, when I started writing mocks, I was not getting good marks. Uh, the question pattern and the limited amount of time really restricted it. So I started writing mocks regularly. With that, I gained confidence. And the other part is that initially we take English for granted. English is a subject not everyone would solve it properly. Since I used to solve it, but there are certain questions that are so tricky, one couldn't get it at the very first time. So I used to write grammar rules. I used to practice it every day. And quants, I said as concept clarity, it had any problem in that. And GK was the section I struggled a lot since I didn't know where to start, where to begin. So I used to start month-wise preparation and Manoeuvre's videos, that month-wise preparation and its notes. That notes were really helpful for me since I could cover a lot of topic within very few time. So that was really helpful, sir.
Okay, okay, great. This year, in fact, paper was little difficult, no doubt. Quant section, DI 9 question they had asked. I don't. They asked 6 question, and
It's lengthy.
yes, lengthy and tough. I mean, tougher side.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, how was your mock experience? 25 mock. All the mock had appeared.
So I had appeared at least 20 mocks, and the last 5 mocks, as you said, to only go towards like in the GK section. I only attended the GK section of the last 5 mocks, but the other one I did it properly, like whole 20 mocks.
Okay. So, what was your highest score in the mock, if you remember?
72.
72.
Yes, sir.
Seriously?
Yes, sir.
72, and in the actual it is 51.
Yes.
Okay. So why this downfall?
So because in the exam when I saw the quants one, I was little nervous. Like how can I do it every question? So I randomly guessed a few questions and then I started solving so that I would not miss any question. So that is the reason, sir.
So nervousness killed your paper, what?
Sort of, sir. Because the quants part was really difficult.
It was difficult, but those who are watching this podcast, to all of them, I would recommend, irrespective of the difficulty level of the paper, any kind, whatever types of the paper you will get in the actual examination, don't get nervous, don't get panic. Otherwise, it will ruin your paper. So it is my strong advice. Okay, because if it is tough, then it is tough for everyone, no? And if it is moderate or easy, it is for everyone. So why to worry, right? Okay. So what are your 3 learning from the mock?
So one of them would be that give equal amount of time or appropriate amount of time according to your weaknesses and strength properly, so that do not give enough time to English. If you are strong in it, give appropriate time to that. And if you have a thing like you can't do quants like me very properly, so give enough time to that. Like my strategy was I used to give 15 minutes to GK. I used to give other 15 minutes to the English part, and the rest I used to give to quants, because I knew that that is a part where I have problem in solving it. So I used to give a maximum amount to it. The other ones I used to give least time. So that's how I could solve that. And the other learning would be consistent with the mocks. Like give mocks every single day before 1 month. That is really helpful because you'll have a practice, and the exam time you won't get that nervous. Since I was nervous, I know, but I had a little confidence that I could complete the paper. So I had that. The other one is while solving the mocks, do not concentrate on time, but focus on each and every question properly. Because if you solve it accordingly, you won't know the time and you'll complete it properly. So that is the 3 learning I knew while solving the mocks, I would say.
Okay, okay, great. So let's talk about the phase 2 now. Online assessment and the interview part. What topic they gave you for the extemple?
The topic was child labor and its related laws, like it's health related laws.
Okay. So it was like, you were okay with this topic and you spoken?
Yes, I spoke about it. First, I explained about the child labor and how laws should be made according to it. I explained a little bit, and then they asked me to like conclude it within 30 seconds. So after that, I did it, and then it was over. The topic was fine.
Okay, okay. So, and how was your interview experience?
So interview experience was quite well because the analysts were really cooperative. They did ask me questions and which were not which I didn't know the answer, but I told them honestly that these are the questions I didn't know, and according to my about my graduation subject, whichever they asked, I could answer them properly. And lastly, they said that if we select you, what do you know about the Northeast, or what do you have knowledge about that? So one of the question where I fumbled, I didn't know everything about it, but I could speak a few of the words, and they were happy and satisfied, I think. At the end.
Okay. Any of the question, if you remember what they asked in the interview?
So a few of the questions that they actually asked me about my DAF a lot, like which place I belong, the nearby mines area, how was the employment there, and why is the employment not growing over there? What could you say or suggest to improve it? These are the few questions. Other than that, since I'm in sociology background, they asked me questions related to it as well about different social thinkers and what are their perspectives. And after that, what is employment, or what was Karl Marx thing about employment? So they asked a few questions related to that as well.
Okay, okay. So before you went for the actual TISSNET online assessment extemper in the interview, you gave the maneuver mock interviews prepared for the extemper. How it help you?
Ma'am took my interview, mock interview. She said that whenever I knew the answer, I could speak at a very fast rate. But if I didn't knew the answer, I was really slow at my pace. So she guided me with that. She said, have a like consistent pace whenever you answer the question, if you know or not. That really helped me. I practiced a lot about it, and that helped me a lot. And she said my answers are nice, it won't be a problem for me, but the process and the talking, the speed and all, the pace, you have to keep that consistent and you will be fine, she said. So that really helped me a lot.
Okay, okay. Anything, okay, last question, what tips or session you want to give to upcoming year aspirant, those who are targeting for 24, 25, 26 TISS?
I would say that, as I said earlier, in the process of your preparation, there will be a time that will feel like you won't be able to do it. Let's give up. There's so many seats left. There are less seat and so many students. There's a lot of competition. But if you be consistent efforts, be giving mock every single day would really help you. Do that properly. Look at GK every single day. Don't miss it. That will really be helpful. And Word Power Made Easy is a book which you should follow thoroughly. It is going to help you a lot. That is the 3 tips I would give them, sir.
Okay. So that's all, guys, in this podcast. I hope lots of learning you people are getting from this podcast, and do watch the podcast very carefully. And whatever ideas, whatever suggestion, experience you are getting from this podcast, do implement same in your preparation. If you really want to get selected for the TISS, irrespective of any campuses, whether it is Mumbai, Guwahati, Tuljapur, or Hyderabad. Anvesha, thank you for coming and sharing your experience. And once again, congratulations for your selection.
Thank you so much.
Chalo फिर, all the best for your career once again.
Thank you, sir.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Take care. Yeah.